What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is the Sunday, the 10th of June. Yesterday was a very strange day for transfers. Like one transfer in particular, so much stuff happened. It's very surprising and we'll obviously cover that later on this episode. So just before we get started, as always, if you enjoy the video and enjoy transfers, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button for more and press the notifications tab next to it to receive and alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM is a transfer video, is the second upload at 9 PM. And finally, in the comment section below, because this week of course is E3, what game are you most looking forward to coming out? It could be FIFA 19, it could be Fallout. Again, let me know your thoughts down below. But now let's jump on to confirmed deals. And yesterday you had like 13 to go through, whereas today there's just 3. The very first one's an Argentinian player called Buendia going to Norwich, and it's from Getafe in Spain. They say it's an undisclosed fee, but most sites are saying £1.5 million, and it's on a 4-year contract. Then we've got a new player from Monaco being Grancer, I'm not sure how you say his name, but he has joined them from Troyes for €3 million. And a player that has been linked to move away from Monaco for a while now, of course, is Thomas Lemar, and some sites are saying potentially this guy right here, he may be his long-term replacement. But the final confirmed transfer today is in Mexico, being Caraglio joining Cruz Azul from Atlas for £5.35 million. So that's the confirmed section done today. Let's move on to potential rumours. And the very first player is going to be Bobby Reid. So according to Sky Sports News, West Brom have made a £7 million bid for the Bristol City striker. I have said it a couple times before, but when a team gets relegated from the Prem to the Championship, most of the time they tend to invest quite a bit of money to get straight back up, because otherwise they might stay in the second division for a while. That can also have a very bad effect if they don't get promoted, because for example Aston Villa invested quite a bit of money, but now they're in some kind of trouble. As far as Bobby Reid goes as a player, he scored a lot of goals for Bristol last season, and for West Brom, that could be key for promotion. And he also got into the EFL team this season. Next though, go on to Verdi, and this one is according to Calcio Mercato in Italy. Napoli are going to announce the signing of Simone Verdi from Bologna next week. It's a fee of €20 million total, and there is a €4 million bonus for AC Milan, which is a sell-on clause. But that is only if certain targets are met, which I'm assuming is like games played, goals scored, and that type of stuff, and it seems to be a 5-year contract for him. If I remember correctly, it was like FIFA 16 where I used him quite a bit because he's a silver cam with 4-star skill, his 5-star weak foot, and I'm pretty certain I called him the new El Shaarawy in that game. And now moving on to one for Roma, and this one is according to various different reports in Italy. Roma are currently very close to signing Justin Kluivert from Ajax on a permanent basis, but now they're also on the verge of signing Sassuolo's forward Domenico Berardi. He has been into quite a few transfers in the last year or so, but if Roma do manage to pick him up, they're obviously adding more depth to their attack. The articles don't mention any kind of fee just yet, but you'd imagine in a couple days time also find out some more information. Then we got on to a player called Berg, and this one's according to Marketer in Spain. Real Betis and Sevilla are currently competing for the signature of Genk prodigy Sander Berg. I can't say I've ever seen him play because honestly I haven't, but currently playing in Belgium. Again, no fee has been mentioned just yet, but if it is interest, we'll cover it in a couple days time. And now moving on to the next page, this one's according to AS as well as Manchester Even News. Athletic Bilbao are prepared to make Manchester United Spanish midfielder Ander Herrera, who's 28 at the moment, their highest paid player as they tried to re-sign him. With a year left on his current contract, Bilbao tried to negotiate a reduced fee for him or wait until January. AC Milan and Real Zaragoza are also interested. Now, I was under the impression that Herrera last season really didn't play too much football, and technically, like in regards to appearances to minutes, it isn't that great. 39 appearances in all competitions, but it only translates to 2,209 minutes. And just under 1,300 of them minutes were in the Prem, so again that's not too great, so maybe looking to move on next season. And now we move on to an update of Wayne Rooney's future at Everton and potential move to the MLS. So according to the Mirror today, Everton's former England striker Wayne Rooney, who's 32 at the moment, is moving closer to a move to Major League Soccer, as he made a trip to the United States Consulate in Belfast as part of his visa application process. And the team is apparently going to his DC United, although new manager Marco Silva potentially may try to convince him to stay. And next up we've got 2 rumours for Man City, and both of them, to be fair, seem to be taking their time. And the very first one is according to the Daily Mirror. Man City are on the verge of signing Riyad Mahrez from Leicester, with City just finalising his agent fees. I'm assuming the fee is still very close to what the initial reports were suggesting anyway, like £60 million total, or like an upfront fee, with potential add-ons of 15 mil. But then again, Patrick Roberts is also rumored to be going the opposite direction from Man City to Leicester. and if that was to happen, it'd take a bit of the fee off, potentially up to 20 mil. Next up, gone to Jorginho, an update regarding his future at Napoli. Says agent has confirmed the player won't be very happy if he doesn't join Man City. He confirmed City are 10 million euros short of what Napoli want right now, and their current standing offer is 40 million euros plus 5 million bonuses. And he says City are now ready to move on to their plan B, and most reports are saying potentially it's Lamina from Southampton or Ndombele, who played for Lyon last season. And now moving on to the next page, and the very first player is going to do Lenglet. It's on the account of Mundo Deportivo. Barcelona have decided to pursue the signing of Clement Lenglet from Sevilla and see him as a backup to Piqué and Umtiti for next season. The player is also linked to move to Chelsea and Manchester United. Although Manchester Even News are saying that Manchester United have identified Lenglet as a cheaper alternative to Toby Alderweireld, and his release clause is 35 million euros or 31 million pounds. And next up, according to Nice Matin, new OGC Nice manager Patrick Vieira, who's expected to be confirmed in his new role at the beginning of next week, remains hopeful of retaining the services of Mario Balotelli this summer, despite interest from Marseille. He is also linked to a return to the Serie A, but apparently most of the clubs that are interested, they can't meet his wage demands. And despite rumours saying that Arsenal are interested, at the moment, no Premier League sides have made an offer for him either. And it might be quite a strange one for Balotelli in fact, because he played alongside Patrick Vieira for 4 years. And next up, some news for Inter Milan fans. This one is according to Gazzetta dello Sport. Inter Milan striker Mauro Icardi is seeking a new contract worth 9 million euros a year, with the club offering him 8 million euros at the moment, and the offer would change his release clause from 110 million euros up to 150. And if he does accept the offer from Inter, he'd be the highest paid player in the Serie A. And next up, according to various different reports today, they're saying that Borussia Dortmund are ready to activate a 25 million euro release clause of Sampdoria's Lucas Torreira, and they are offering him a 5-year contract. And by the looks of it, Dortmund do want to spend some money this summer because so far already brought in Thomas Delaney from Werder Bremen for 20 million euros. And I forgot, they've actually signed 3 players already. So Delaney I mentioned a second ago. They've also brought in Marius Wolf for 5 million euros and Hitz on a free transfer. It does seem they'll be selling Socrates to Arsenal. I think it's like 20 million euros total for him. And they did get a massive fee for Aubameyang back in January. And now we've got one of the craziest transfer sagas I've pretty much ever seen in any transfer window basically, being Nabil Fekir and a potential move to Liverpool. So for the last like say 2 or 3 weeks, it's been pretty certain that Fekir, he'd be going to Liverpool at some point, but now, probably not. When I was doing yesterday's episode, I was like, you know what, it'll probably be all confirmed tomorrow, I can really stop talking about him, but no, right now, there's been so much happening. Like, I don't even know where to start, but I'll try and start from the beginning of yesterday and like kind of talk it through there. So first up, like around midday or so, the president of French football confirmed that Fekir completed his medical to Liverpool, and both the player and club are confident it would happen. And then it came out that Liverpool were potentially trying to renegotiate with Lyon despite agreeing a fee, basically because of the medical issue regarding his knee. And then just a couple of hours after that, Lyon decided to put out an official statement on their club website and also across all social media, saying that he'll be staying at the club. It says Lyon can confirm that the 3-way negotiations with Liverpool and Nabil Fekir for the France international have come to a close. And because of that, the club has decided to end negotiations for now. Although Liverpool had been the priority for Nabil, Lyon are delighted that our captain will remain at the club for the 2018-19 season and lead the team in the next Champions League tournament. So that's a statement that came out from Lyon, and honestly it confused so many people, including myself, because it like kind of came out of nowhere. But then a few journalists said that pretty much right now, the deal isn't dead because they'll speak again after the World Cup, and that's pretty much what the president of Lyon wanted in the first place. And the worst thing about this transfer saga is that we've seen him in a Liverpool kit already because of the leak that came out. They quite literally had him in a Liverpool shirt, which again we got to see because of the leak. It was all agreed, the fee, the personal terms, again interviews were taking place, but it hasn't gone through. Now I'm recording this commentary at 11 PM Saturday night, and the latest thing I've seen so far is a report from David Maddock, who works with Daily Mirror. He says Liverpool's position right now as it stands, there'll be no deal. That implies Lyon must change position on Fekir to get his move. He still wants Liverpool though, and there's still too much remaining on the transfer window before it even closes, so there's a lot of time to negotiate. I literally have no idea where it goes from here, but I imagine the next few weeks we'll find some more information, and obviously I'll cover that in future videos. And now move on to one according to Corriere dello Sport. Juve's dream would be to bring back Paul Pogba from Manchester United, with Dybala expressing his desire of a possible return. Realistically, the club are trying to bring in Milinkovic-Savic from Lazio, but they're currently refusing to sell him for anything under 120 million euros. And the Serbian midfielder is linked to Manchester United as well, Real Madrid, PSG, and now Juve. And the final one on this page, according to Cadena Coppe, Real Madrid have offered Cristiano Ronaldo an improved contract of €25 million plus 7.5 mil in bonuses. He would still earn less than Messi and Neymar, and the board believes he'd be earning the rest through sponsorship deals. And Marcelo has also had his say about Ronaldo and Neymar, as according to AS. He says he does not see a reason why Neymar should join Real Madrid this summer, whether Cristiano Ronaldo remains at the club or not. And the final two today are also regarding Real Madrid. They're regarding young Brazilian players currently playing in Brazil, and the very first one is already a confirmed deal. So Globo Esporte said Vinicius Jr. has decided to join Real Madrid or extend his stay at Flamengo. His next game will probably be the last one for the Brazilian club. And Real Madrid have spent a lot of money on him, by the way. I think it's like £45 million or either €45 million. Either way, they spent a lot already. And next name is going to be Rodrigo, and this one is according to Marca. Real Madrid and Santos seem to have an agreement of €45 million for the 17-year-old, but the Santos president now wants the full release clause to be paid, which is €50 million. And if Rodrigo does go through for 50 mil, it means that both of them combined cost €95 million. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So as always, if you enjoyed it and enjoyed transfers, show support by leaving a like rating, and be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button for more, and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, down below in the description box, the current schedule every day at 8 AM is a transfer video, is a second upload at 9 PM. And finally, in the comment section below, what game are you most looking forward to seeing at E3? Let me know down below. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.